Welcome everybody. How y'all doing tonight? Wagwan, wagwan. It's your brother Bolo Vienna, the ball head brother over here. Shout out to all the ball head brothers. That's righteous. That's keeping it real. That's keeping it 100. Shout out to y'all. That's keeping it 100. Shout, you know, so that's something I do. That's something I do with Lord. Because I realize you can't really hear it in the audio. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How you guys doing? I'm gonna share this live real quick. I am live right now. Who is up? That's how I'm dropping it. I am live right now. Who is up? If you up, pull up. Ryan got some young kids in the house. Or Ryan be working late all the time. Always good to see you, my brother. Thea, how are you? Thea, I hope that you're catching. I hope that all of you are catching up with my videos. My uploads. I hope you're catching up with it. I'm really trying to make sure that the uploads are truly, most of the time, different from the actual live streams. That's what I'm doing right now. Where's the both of them, Ryan? Yo, that's the broski right there, man. Salute. Hey, heads up to everybody that's watching and watch the replay. Um, I can't tell y'all when to bless me. Uh, you know what I'm saying? But in terms of if you have an intention to, but in terms of my birthday is Wednesday. Um, I'm a different person in my thought process than I was last year. So last year I would have been going live and I'd be taking shot. But you know, turning a new leaf where that is concerned, and I won't be doing that. So you guys want to support, you know what I'm saying? Send me something for my birthday or not. It's cool either way. You know what I'm saying? Like they say in Jamaica, I never gave nobody anything to put down. You feel me? No, I'm here to talk about whatever it is going on in the news, ladies and gentlemen. That is why I am here. And of course, um, listening to PDTV, there's some things in the news that I didn't know, and I'm gonna be reacting to it. And then I'm gonna go to the articles. I'm gonna probe the articles first to see what's going on in the news. I think that's a wise thing to do, isn't it? Yeah, let's probe these articles, baby. Let's go. Let's see what's happening in Jamaica. Right? How that song? Sound good, innit? I think it do. I think it sound good. Alright, so garbage collection woes, which has been plaguing Hanover over recent times, has intensified since the passage of Hurricane Melissa. Okay. So that's clear right there. Hanover. Karen, what's up, Karen? Hanover. Whoa. Garbage collection has been an issue. Garbage collection has been a real issue. Effects. Hmm. See what's going down with these effects. I'm on TikTok, y'all. Let's see what's going on with these effects. Some of these effects be wildin'. I ain't trying to do no wild nothing. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. Oh, there we go. That's clean enough. Yeah, let's get it. All right. So, garbage collection has been an issue in Hanover. And, you know, not just Hanover, in Jamaica, even where I live. And, you know, I don't know why it's so hard for them to actually fix this problem. I mean, there's a lot of problems that you can't say I have a prosperous country, but garbage collection is not at the top of the priority of the country. You know what I'm saying? Like, that can't be it. It cannot be. Who's with me? Can't be. BOJ flags higher inflation risk after Hurricane Melissa, maintaining 5.75% rate. I don't know. Let me just do it like that, yeah, man. TikTok, let me just do it like that. Let me just do it like that. The Senate scheduled to meet on Friday with Foreign Affairs Trade Minister Kamina Johnson-Smith to make statement. To make a statement during the sitting at the Garden House Upper House. Which statement them are gonna make? Are they gonna talk about the meeting that Andrew Jones had with the with the United States? Something that looked like a war council. Are they gonna talk about that? Are they gonna talk about that? That's what I wanna know. And I'm all for TikTok joining in and letting me know. What do you guys think about all that's going on in Jamaica right now? Gifting tree. Well, I don't want to hear nothing about no tree, no Christmas, no none of that. We're not celebrating no holidays, baby. So the dollar is at 160.59. Steady. They trying to keep it at 160, but boy, that dollar be. Woo! Trump signs executive order that could reclassify marijuana as a less dangerous drug. MBSSI, Russell Bat for Hurricane Resilient Building. 2 children injured at collision with JDF vehicle in Westmoreland. What? What? Are you serious? Damn. Let me see if I can get some more detail on that. Family of unalived businessman outlined trauma of betrayal during sentence hearing. Clarendon man shot and injured vehicle set ablaze. Huh? A 65-year-old man from Clarendon was hospitalized after being shot by unknown assailants who reportedly set his vehicle on fire in the community of Nairn Castle in James Hill. Clarendon explosions were reportedly heard at about 8:13 p.m. Wednesday. You know, the apostle told us that these particular, how should I put it? He told us that these particular instances of a rise in homicides are going to go up, in this season, Yeah, Apostle Shuttleworth spoke about it. Korea provides 300 US to support Jamaica's hurricane recovery. What is the tally, ladies and gentlemen? And what is the benefit of the money that is tallied, more importantly? How are the Jamaican people benefiting from those monies? Are their homes being fixed? Like that's the biggest issue right now. People's homes being fixed. And Jonas knows, and the government knows, Jamaican people are resilient, so they're not gonna wait on the government. But the government has a responsibility to the people that is paying taxes, so the people get back on their foot by themselves. And the government does little or nothing, but the people actually is the one that got back the people on their feet. Private sector and the people. Ain't that something? So 300,000 US at 160.39. Take off 20 cents off of the dollar. And we are at 48. Ooh. I need to start making 300,000 US a year. 48 million. You serious? Hold up. 300,000 US divided by 12. How much a month do I need to make? Ladies and gentlemen, this is personal right now. Father God, $25,000 a month US. Anybody can do it? You can. TikTok will not do it. Father God, increase my territory. Right there, so. Yeah, man. No joke. No joke. You know? Alright, moving on. Brilliant. No, I don't want to talk about no football. Really, bro? How did we get here? How did we get here? I don't understand how we get here, so how I go on? I don't know how did we get here. This didn't even make sense. Watch out. See it? Them thing I'm going to talk about. Them people don't want me. Them people don't want me to be great, yeah, man. People don't want me to be great, bro. Every time you start to have a thing, they want to come change up a thing, bro. Yo, I don't like them things, bro. I don't like them things, you understand? Yeah, bro, them need to build, bro. They need to sit down. Undo group, thank you. Konnichiwa, you find it. No. Yo, we good now? Thanks. Anyway, Foreign Minister to address Senate on Friday. We hear that already. We don't want to get it again. Come off on my screen. Oh yeah, yes, our reach. Coffee farmers cry for more assistance. Everybody a ball out. Carnival-led initiative delivers medical relief to Jamaica Alta, Melissa. This look like, oh, this is what? Jamaica on Thursday received a major shipment of medical and hurricane relief supplies at Reynolds Pier in Ocherius as recovery efforts continue following devastation caused by Hurricane Melissa. The supplies delivered aboard the Carnival Horizon cruise ship comprised 24 pallets weighing more than 5 tons containing essential. You know, ladies and gentlemen, you know what I want to ask you guys? Suppose the hurricane relief comes with some type of concession. Suppose these countries all over the world is sending these reliefs in as a bait to get us to lower into a certain thing they're pushing. Suppose that's the case. You know? Very interesting. Let me just share this on my page. I'm just scrolling through the news, 20-year-old charged after St. Andrew man dies from stab wounds. Alright. Corporal Chantel Powell tops last call. Indonesia court sentences Australia to 12 years in prison for smuggling cocaine to Bali. 117 Canadian electrical linesmen arrived to help JPS. I talked about that earlier, but I didn't know the figure. Which is significant. 84 Jamaicans added over weekend to U.S. list of arrested criminal aliens. Bruh, you can't make this up. Jamaica is being held by the ball. Spanish Jamaican team raises over 2 million for Cornwall Regional Hospital. What? Hold up. Yo, I gotta talk about what? Spanish Jamaican team raises over 2 million? Fam, who is your peoples? I hope you don't. I don't want to think anything negative of you, eh? It's either you are showing up the government with this move, and that was not your intention, and you did it from the heart. But this move would show up the government. Did you say 2 million? 2 million what? US or Jamaican? Responding to the devastation left behind in Jamaica's Hurricane Melissa, 17-year-old Jamaican Spanish Kiran Molian Lopez, a student at the American School of Madrid in Spain, has raised over 2 million to help provide supplies for Cornwall Regional Hospital in Montego Bay. In a cross-continental fundraising effort titled Out of Many, One Healing, the young philanthropist has shown how creativity can be harnessed to generate life-saving resources in a crisis. Wow. 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 Oh, man. Man, I gotta share that story again. What? That's tough. 117 linesmen arrive on Canada flight to assist. This was December 17th. Alright, so we're done with you. Okay, we're done with you now. No one, no trouble. We're done with you now. Let me see. Yes, observer. So I go in that observer there. Let me see what I go in at this observer there. Cornwall, blah, blah, blah. That football, blah, that. Jamaica Fire Brigade appeal householders to be very careful when using extension cords. Guys, electricity. It's not normal. What's up, Bobsy? Is that Bobsy? Is that Bobsy on TikTok? Alright. What? Gratitude, pride, and celebration fill the room. Clarendon cop unlicensed to drive in hot water after crashing. Lion King football, what up? Whose man's is this? How you a cop and you unlicensed to drive? That should be a requisite capability to be in the force. You got to know how to drive. 4D, what's up? Oh, Foresight, sorry, I thought that was 4D. You got, yo, what? Yo, I'm gonna end the TikTok live, alright? My people is sleeping on TikTok. I'm gonna end the live, man. Not gonna waste my battery on TikTok right now. I'm gonna focus on what's happening over here on YouTube. Forget TikTok, alright? People, me then I'm a married so that's why I'm not seeing me head alone, cause you know what I mean. I ain't trying to be no bear or no damn gorilla over here. I don't want to be a gorilla in y'all face. And we know we got haters watching. I don't really care about the haters, to be honest with you. I ain't even gonna cap. They could talk whatever they want to talk. Forget them. Oh, wait.
I need the video to swing to the attention. There are several frauds, image, voice, and likeness of myself and the Ministry of Name and Social Security the nerve it takes in to get money from them,
Oh.
to get them out of the farm.
Oh.
This is a scam. Cannot do it. And all they do is stealing it. I'm going to let you know, there's only one route to get into the agricultural stream of the overseas employment program. That is through the government. Anything else to do with the agricultural stream is a scam. On Instagram, on TikTok, you have several pages where they have my image, they have talking, they have phone numbers, put up. All of those are scams. They are food, do not transfer any money to them. The government does not require any money from you to participate in the farm work program or any of our overseas employment programs, other than visa fees, which comes after you have completed your education. So please, I've said it before, repeat it so that you do not fall victim. Do not give any money to these fraudsters. If you have any questions, contact the Ministry of Labour and Social Security. Stay away, stay aware, stay alert, and have a Merry Christmas.
Ministry is now working on getting Jamaicans farm workers on board for next year, January.
For most farm workers, they will tell you that the program provided them with higher revenue opportunities. Please believe you.
Wow.
To bring to their attention that there are certain.
Wow. So there's people using Charles Jr. face to commit fraud online. People beware. Listen again. This is important. Don't be a victim.
Please believe you to bring to the attention of the entire country that there are several fraudsters using image, voice, the likeness of myself and the Ministry of Labour and Social Security to lure victims in and to get money from them to get them onto the farm work program. This is a scam. They cannot do it, and all they're doing is stealing the money. So we want to let you know there is only one route to get into the agricultural stream of the overseas employment program, and that is through the government of Jamaica. Anything else to do with the agricultural stream is a scam. On Instagram, on TikTok, you have several pages where they have my image, they have them talking, they have phone numbers put up. All of those are scams.
Wow.
Do not be fooled, do not be trapped, do not transfer any money to them. The government does not require any money for you to participate in the farm work program or any of our overseas employment programs, other than visa fees, which comes after you have completed your education. So please, I've said it before, repeat it so that you do not fall victim. Do not give any money to these fraudsters. If you have any questions, contact the Ministry of Labour and Social Security. Stay away, stay aware, stay alert, and have a Merry Christmas.
Chopper them out this Christmas. Watch this. You what that lady I say?
Our ship, the Carnival Horizon, came in with supplies from Direct Relief. If you've been following our support over time, you will see where Carnival, the Miami Heat, and the Mickey and Madeline Arison Foundation committed $1 million to Jamaica through Direct Relief, which is an organization that does medical health support, particularly post post-hurricane, disaster. So today we're delivering 24 pallets of needed medical supplies post, Hurricane Melissa, and we're here to make sure that it comes in and that it's distributed accordingly to the Ministry of Health.
It's essential, especially after emergencies. Medical supplies usually get cut off, and it's harder to reach vulnerable and affected communities. So these type of donations go a long way in making it to those damaged communities and people who don't have access to healthcare. We have worked in Jamaica for over 20 years. We have a great relationship with the Ministry of Health and other local organizations. So we always had that communication before and after the hurricane passed, and they told us what they needed, and we're here to supply alongside with contribution with Carnival and the Miami Heat, who have been very good partners for a long time.
Today, we're here because our ship, the Carnival Horizon, came in with supplies.
Shout out to the Carnival Horizon. That's in Ochi. I was looking at the article before, but I just saw the video, so shout out to them for that. As I said, people, I go through the news, 50 days of Jamaica struggles to rebuild. It's been 50 days? Wow. Okay. Road patching begin in Kingston on the GO program. GO program? What? Wait, what? There's a new program? Government has commenced road patching works in Kingston under the GO Road Rehabilitation Program, RRP. GO RRP, targeting priority corridors that require immediate repair to improve road safety and driving conditions, the Works Ministry announced Thursday. According to the ministry, in a release, work has begun on Waterloo Road, East Kings House Road, Mandeville Highway, and several other roads in Kingston and St. Andrew. Wow. The GO program will expand beyond Kingston and move into other parishes in the coming days as the works continue. Days, How much days? 230 days? 365 days? How much days? Because when it come on to the Jamaica Labour Party, you have to get in a specifics, Because them killing, Days. As works continue island-wide in a structure rollout aim to restore key routes and supporting daily commuting, commerce, and public restoration, Robert Nexter Morgan, Minister with responsibility for work, said. Motorists are being asked to exercise caution when traveling through active work zones, obey post instructions, and expect intermittent delays as crews carry out patching operations. Further updates on program rollout scheduled on the next areas to be targeted will be provided as works progress, the ministry said. I had to read that one. Thank God it's a short article. Is I say Anthony Patrick? Okay. Hold on, wait. I want to
And what is happening here is enough.
Ladies, Christopher Tufton work hard to become the next Prime Minister of Jamaica, Yeah, man. Christopher Tufton sing, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ocherius again. Another video. He's singing. When I hear my while ago, I'm play it again. That was Christopher Tufton. Believe. You just believe. How would that Christopher Tufton hug up? A Ben spoon on that? How would that? I Ben spoon on that Christopher hug up? Me not really know. I been put on that. Me not really know her though. How old is? You know, when you see a still picture, hold on the people. I go up on the website and say, man, they not give me no link. Let me share this. Me want to know if I been put on that. That's all me want to know right now. Me want to know. Me know Belford Davis. Me know you. But who that? Tough time look like a year girls them bubble gum, you know. I know Andrew. Tough time girls them bubble gum. Him and the girl them bubble gum. Carry then I know. I want to know how old that Christopher. Christopher, what would your wife say? You know, I'm come out of man business here, man. These are jokes, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get your panties in a bunch. I don't business about Christopher Tufton and his, but that song, yeah. Dog say the best country in the world. Dog can't rhyme, you know. You know your Christopher? Yeah, the paradise ready. For every man, woman, boy, and girl. We love everybody. That's what him say. We take care of everybody. We make everybody feel good. No, Christopher Tufton not go on. I'm not biased. Him still forget fire and he need to resign. 24 baby dead. In a 25 day. We can't accept Christopher Tufton in a government again, but him probably if he go try singing. Look like he miss him in Mark, you know. You know when you miss a calling, yo man, me feel like him to be a karaoke star. You know? Not true. Parity residents still searching for 500,000 partner draw since weeks after Melissa, huh? Yo, what am I reading, bro? What? Parity residents still searching. What? Yo, let me get that story out. What?
X. Parity in St. Elizabeth was badly hit by Hurricane Melissa, which caused houses to collapse. As Hurricane Melissa moved towards Jamaica late October, a female resident of Parity, a small seaside community close to Black River, was on a high, having just collected $500,000, which she had saved through the traditional system known as a pardna. Of that amount, $200,000 was to buy fish for a business she operated, while the rest was earmarked for personal expenses. News. Cold shoulder. December 8th. Then came Melissa, with its ferocious winds, heavy...
So, wow. Make we hear that again. Big up yourself, Adam. I just see a message them. Fried dumpling and eggs for breakfast. What? So you move England hot.
Parity residents still searching for... As Hurricane Melissa moved towards Jamaica late October, a female resident of Parity, a small seaside community close to Black River, was on a high, having just collected $500,000, which she had saved through the traditional system known as a pardna.
Yes.
Of that amount, $200,000 was to buy fish for a business she operated, while the rest was earmarked for personal expenses. Then came Melissa, with its ferocious winds, heavy rain, and storm surges. When the storm passed the devastation it left in Parity and many other communities in the southwestern end of the island, was heartbreaking. The woman, whose name is being withheld, saw the concrete structure, which she called home, crumble under the onslaught of Melissa.
My God.
She sought refuge in a shelter and is now staying at her sister's house, which defied the Category 5 storm, but she returns to what's left of her house on an almost daily basis to dig through the rubble in a desperate attempt to find some of her part in a draw. Bye to Bolo. Promoted links you may like.
So what are they? Whoa. 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 Hold on there. So the partner draw left for the house? The 500,000 left at the house? Mighty God. She better not tell her name. People might have got dig for it now. What do you want? This not safe.
Parity residents still searching for $500,000, pardon a draw.
This not safe.
One relative told the Jamaica Observer that they have so far found only approximately $60,000.
What?
The hunt is on every day to find the rest of the $500,000. I understand that people find money down here. Every day we still search. As you can see, everything is flat. It was a concrete house for bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, veranda, and kitchen, all mashed down, said the relative whose name is also being withheld as the woman walked around in the rubble with searching eyes. Another relative told the Observer that the woman and her husband were staying at a shelter during the hurricane when he received news that his house was flat and had to be rushed to hospital. It was later confirmed that he had suffered a stroke. I couldn't walk at all. I had to call my wife, and she took time to ease me into bed. Today is the first time I am seeing the destruction for myself because I spent about 2 weeks in Mandeville Regional Hospital. It was from the shelter to the hospital and from there to my sister-in-law's house. I am not searching for any valuables. I just came to look at what happened. I will be 67 on December 25th, the husband said.
Ladies and gentlemen, hey, a whole heap of people drop down, and faint, because of Hurricane Melissa, A whole heap of people still mentally, physically, and emotionally traumatized, after Hurricane Melissa. It's not a normal storm. It's a storm I left back. He left trauma behind. Mighty. So they must search for 200,000 in the rubble. Jesus. You can't make this up. Government will take studied approach to rebuilding Black River. Other seaside towns, says Green. I must party my talk about. We know say party up on the head of this Alicia for this article here. Party. They might have got abandoned party, When we really look on the grave, me sit down there. The water root out. Yeah, they must go probably abandon party. No, a party I don't have Black River? Yes. I believe it's a party. Party there, Black River? Come on. Come on. Ease yourself, man. Make up nice too much. Party. A Black River? Mighty God. Party Road, Black River, You can't stay there. Why? A Black River, I sent this bit because of film constituency, yeah? So, the people probably have got abandoned party, If your party look on that one, I don't know if people can say this or same, man. But then again, the prophetic word is that them for leave. Why people must send to this bit for now, even for now family down there? Why? Tell them to pray and ask God for guidance here, man. Because prophetically, when we hear, down St. Elizabeth, thus saith the Lord, people have to evacuate. And the next prophecy, when I see I come up right now, is that this earthquake and tsunami, not this year but early next year. And it come like any time after January. You know what I mean? When I say that we get, you know what I mean? But I say that me I hear. That's what I'm hearing. Prophetically. You know what I mean? Anytime after January, boy, grim. Right on week in a minute, when I tell no lie. But St. Elizabeth, rough. Rough. See what is going on in the news. Commerce Minister ramps up MSME reports up. Yeah. Shit. We not hear about no real issues. We not do civil right. We not do for the hotel worker them. We not hear nothing about that, brother. Edmund Bartlett. We not do for the hotel worker them when you ball out. Enough of them want ball out and can't ball out. The U.S. military said Wednesday it had unalived 4 suspect drug traffickers in a new strike in the Pacific Ocean. Hey, one thing me know, I got alone. Yeah? God alone of the authority. It's all me know. God alone. Jimmy Cliff celebration. Alright, we can move on. Alright, we're done with the news. We're done with that. Alright, cool. First thing we're going to say, guys, I tell them.
I'm going to enjoy your trip.
Woo, that's a lot. Let me pause that. I don't think that's the one.
She did a lot. And when she did all of those things,
Well, stop.
people were impressed. Let us look at the journey of Favor Williams tonight.
My name is Favor Williams, the JLP representative and board leader for the constituency.
Yo, wanna watch Andre Sassy? You watch Andre Sassy? Hey, listen to me. You can hear my mother listen to it, yeah? Wanna watch Andre tonight? No, that picture of Favor Williams can't come up. No. Let me just say this. One thing I have to appreciate about Favor Williams is that she's authentically herself. Let me tell you something. Favor,
make it a habit. 7.
if nobody else appreciates you, I do. Let me just tell you that straight up. If nobody else appreciates Favor Williams,
it cannot be done without imposing. It's like Jamaica. It's up to her neck. And I don't know anything about the lady, you know, it's nothing personal.
Hold on, my people. Alright, see it now. You see that? I want you guys, Wagwan Paul, I want you guys to appreciate this lady. Alright? I want you guys to appreciate Favor. Authentically herself. Yeah, man. Big up Favor. Just know why you be the finance minister, cause we not trust her. And you're up on the wrong side. Big up yourself.
Deputy spokesperson of finance for the Jamaica Labour Party, working alongside Mr. Shaw, who sends his love and best wishes for Aaron Council. I'm a member of the standing committee, and my desire is to serve the people of St. Andrew Eastern, build on the party organization that exists, encourage enthusiasm and zeal that you will
hold on there. I really favor Williams. But Favor Williams was talking with confidence. Favor Williams was assertive. Tell about all age, you know. And it's not a knock. Because depend on your diet and them something there. Dementia will set in. You can't believe say a Favor Williams is. She never talks slow, yeah, so. Let me see if I speed you up. Alright, I speed up, look a bit. Alright, well, I'm gonna go back. Maybe I'm tripping. Hold on.
Together with my constituency and area council meeting, allow me to take a few minutes to share who I am.
No, man, Favor when I talk straight and assertive, man. So it come like there's a complex in the JLP. Me have searched for the real Andrew Wallace enough from today, you know. There is a APB out on the real Andrew Wallace. I have got to build one poster and tell him, say, look for this man. The man that stood up for integrity. May I look for him. The man that had a no-nonsense approach when it comes to corruption. May I look out for him. I don't see the man, the Andrew Wallace I know from back that time when I watching video them. So now, I want to kidnap him. I'm worried about Andrew Wallace. Come like them have him locked with somewhere. The real Andrew Wallace. This is a man and Andrew Wallace, man. No, sir. Andrew Wallace did back in the time there. He wouldn't call himself bro God. Can you understand, say, you know what I mean? Can't violate the Almighty. Them weird it. Andrew Wallace, when I talk about is a God-fearing Andrew Wallace. I don't know what they do with him, but me can't find him.
What I stand for and what I bring to the party, constituency, and the nation. I am a product of rural Jamaica in Ty-Dixon, St. Catherine. A graduate of Burnford High School in Claremont, St. Anne. Harvard University in the United States, and the Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania with a master's degree in business.
Last night to today, they want to know where they can get the Pro Box. Yeah, look up out of the Pro Box. That costs $2,000 per month. That you put it aside, where they can find that Pro Box. Yeah, look up out of the Pro Box. Because they say they want that Pro Box. That when you put aside $2,000 a month for 3 months, you can pay down on that Pro Box. Yeah, look up.
Hey. And not even 2 months, and not even 3 months after. And not even 3 months after Melissa hit. All that for the Pro Box support of them. All that $2,000 a month ago on. For Pro Box. Inquiring minds would like to know. How's that working out for you? Una as different Bolo when you get a night time, late night with Bolo. You never know?
So they have asked me to ask you because they are ready to buy that Pro Box. Yeah, they don't have the Pro Box. So I want to ask the minister, please tell me where that Pro Box is.
It's the Pro Box that you have to drive to the work and you don't have to stand up in the...
Sorry, I stand corrected. Paul, you know. I stand corrected. This was in March of this year. So the 3 months would have passed already. So, I don't really vote them people are in, like. So she said this. And she got Pro Box. And people still vote for her, bro.
I think about rain to get a vehicle to drive. Yeah, like a pro box.
20 euros for pro box.
Whoa, yo.
Start question that goddamn Jackson Miller program. Jamaica, listen what fair man say about the $2,000.
Yes, on a monthly basis. Let's call it $2,000 a month. If you faithfully put away that $2,000 because it's something that you were not getting before, 3 years, you'll have a tidy sum that you could put down in a car, or like a pro box.
3 years. Yo, me don't know all the people that vote for that lady. I mean, listen. Voting is not about emotions. Voting is about who is right for the job, ladies and gentlemen. You don't understand what I'm saying? It's not about who you like. It shouldn't be about who you like. Alright? If Angeles was a good leader, I couldn't say nothing. I couldn't speak against him. If I do the right thing for people, I have to say, yo, salute. That's just real. But Favor Williams, no, bro. No. I feel like Williams me call her, you know. From the day in a parliament with them people, I say, no. Stop calling this lady Favor Williams. It's Failure Williams. And I'm talking about specifically about her time in government. And I'm not talking about Harvard. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm talking about her time in parliament. Those years that came up to this point. Remember, you know, in the Ministry of Education, see them failure, like fail. It's sad.
You have to drive to go to work, and you don't have to stand up in the sun or think about rain to get a vehicle to drive. So yeah,
$2,000 a month over 3 years. Minister, you think you can put out on a car with that?
Yeah, like a pro box.
Like a 20 euros for pro box.
I want everyone thinking Jamaica tonight to listen to the reasoning of the finance minister. Listen, Jamaica, to the reasoning of the finance minister. Jamaica, listen.
Matthew, what's up? What's up, Matthew?
But we certainly cannot keep Favor there for much longer. She's not up to the task. She's not up to the job. And it's quite clear, very clear. Favor is up to her neck. And I don't know anything about the lady. You know, it's nothing personal.
Unfortunately, the finance minister had a bad night. Yes, she started strongly, and she went after Julian after talking about he's going to implement his 3.5 in April 2026. And she said lies, lies, lies.
Lies, lies, lies. It cannot be done without imposing new taxes on the backs of Jamaicans. Your 3.5 is the biggest political scam since the history of Jamaica. It cannot be done.
That was a strong start. But then, I think the nerves got the better of Favor. Favor is a bright woman, you know. She knows her brief. Yeah. And the questions that she should have really hit out of the park, I think the nerves got the better of her.
Let's start with shouting. Anti-Favor! Anti-Favor! Be my one brother!
She came across as not assured, halting.
Oh my God! I'm I'm sorry.
So
I'm
that's
sorry,
my
y'all.
assessment.
I'm sorry. Can go so.
She should be asked for her resignation.
Yes.
But I understand what is happening in the JLP because they have no talent. The JLP remind me of an artist that got to studio with 10 words. I want to make 30 songs. What can go so? What can go?
No, you know, in all honesty, ladies and gentlemen, Jamaica, you guys really dropped the ball, you know. All of this grace that is coming up on Jamaica with this current representation, you are to be blamed. Every last one of you that did not vote. I said it on Perry. I said it on Midday Connection. I said it. Every one of you are the problem. You guys sat there and saw the performance of Favour Williams, and you guys voted for Favour Williams to be the finance minister of Jamaica. Favour Williams alone should have allowed the JLP to lose the election. You guys really voted for Favour after the Pro Box moment.
What can go so?
You and your government, Andrew, she represents all of us. She represents Jamaica. She does not have the competence to think outside. She can't even think inside the box, but just outside the box.
Yo! No. Them thing I touch, I can't even laugh out loud. People, me need to build a studio. Me need to build a studio where I can ball out. I'm not disturb nobody. You can see like right now, I come home, I'm have time, I'm feel the energy. Jamaica gone to the dance. You see like oh, I come home now, yo, listen. At some point, the numbers are going to go up. Me stop worry about the numbers then. Me stop worry about how much people watching. Right? All I'm concerned about is consistency. At some point, the numbers are gonna go up. At one point of this platform, it doesn't matter when I go live. Once we build the audience the right way, I'm gonna have a lot of people in England, a lot of people in Canada, a lot of people in the United States, a lot of people in Jamaica, a lot of people in Africa, a lot of people in Burkina Faso. It don't matter. All around the world, Italy, we're gonna have a lot of people watching from all around the world. Because I'm telling you, Jamaica's politics is must-see television. Absolutely must-see television. These guys are incredible, guys. Somewhere up there, so at the top of it, something, you can press the like button. There's a thumbs up symbol. Somewhere up there, so everybody should just press the like button for me. Everybody watching, please just press the thumbs up button and hit the like button, alright?
I think if I'm never concerned, I am more concerned now, Jamaica. If I wasn't concerned before, I am concerned now.
Mighty God. Mighty God.
I have given you the introduction tonight of when Favour Williams just entered politics in 2016. To where Favour Williams is right.
Yeah, I never knew that Favour could speak so fluently. If you guys watch Andre Stevens last night, between 8 o'clock and 10:30, I believe, he came off. down to the end part of the program, he started to talk about Favour Williams. And he played the video of her when she was younger, when she just entered politics, and she was speaking and introducing herself to the labor right them. Favour Williams of Harvard, she went through Harvard. That has to count for something. She cannot be this incompetent in finances. Well, then again, Ralston Hyman did say that people will graduate Harvard, but your expertise is, if it's not finances, it's just not finances. That don't make Favour Williams a dunce. No, she's not dunce at all. She's just incompetent in the area of finances. You understand? And then she's not speaking as fluently as she used to. It's like, I don't know if she's in fear. I don't know what's going on with her, bro. Favour, listen. Last chance. If you need help, blink. Just start blinking radically like this. We will understand. We're going to pray for you. Favour, if you need help, blink. Blink. When you go to Parliament, blink. That I signal for help. Help. Favour, if them are hold you down, Favour, if them are ban you down spiritually, if there's forces against your Favour, and you're innocent, and you want God to deliver you, blink, Favour. Blink. The prophet then will minister on your behalf, Favour, and free you from the bounds of hell. You understand? Yes, man. In the name of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, no joke about that. Because something is wrong. Favour Williams is not a dunce person. Harvard, and she have another degree outside of Harvard. Favour no dunce. But then again, I have to wonder what happened in the Ministry of Education. I guess, when you have certain talents and you're not used in the right capacity, it will show you up. You know what I mean? Like me. I mean, come on. I can't do all things. No. And I respect the people that have those talents. I don't profess to be something that I'm not. You understand? I don't. I am me, with all my flaws and everything. I am me. This is the Bolo. Sometimes I'll say a word and it's not the right word that I wanted to say. And somebody correct me and I'm like, oh, thank you very much, Hey, big up yourself. Especially if they do it with that certain energy. I'm not afraid to say, yo, man, respect. Thank you. Thank you for the correction. I've done it several times on the platform. It's there to see. Yes.
Ask yourselves tonight.
Yes.
Is that the best representation for finance?
No. No.
Don't you see something is not well prepared?
Yes. I said it.
We can all agree.
Mm-hmm.
Something is going on up here.
Yo, I really believe that Favour, I really believe that she has an illness or something like medically. I think something is wrong. She's not a dunce. She is not herself. Maybe something is going on up here, so it's true. It's true. It's true.
What does Damian Crawford say?
I'm being very serious.
The Jamaica Labour Party government does not have
talent. Yeah.
There's not much competent people,
No.
There's not much competent people. But the way she drags her words, the way how she responds, tells you that something health-wise is not good.
Yes, Andre.
The way how she drags her words, the way how she responds,
Bro.
the way how she laughs, the way her responses, they don't seem calculated with basic arithmetic and mathematical skills. And as a finance minister, mathematical skills and economic skills should be your prowess.
Something wrong for you, man.
So there is something that is happening in Jamaica.
Listen, I'm not a doctor, I'm not an expert, but I called this probably a week ago. The last time she embarrassed herself massively, I called it. I said, no, something is wrong with Favour. What's going on? Does she? I actually said, I asked the question if she has dementia. I literally asked that question on this platform. I don't know who remembers, who is here right now that watches me on a regular, but I literally asked, does Favour have dementia? No, man, something wrong with her for you, brother.
You and I are not being told that.
Something wrong with her, brother.
I believe where we are right now,
yeah.
We need to get a medical certification for it.
Yes.
We need to know that she's well because she cannot be finance minister and unwell dealing with the digital economy, dealing with the arrears, dealing with the finances of the country.
True.
And if she's unwell,
Desi says she looks scared for talk. I believe she's unwell. I really do. I really do.
respectfully, Minister, step aside.
Yes.
Go and sort out yourself and retire from the politics.
Yes.
You must know when to dance a good dance and when to leave.
Yes, Andre. I
Everywhere
agree.
she has gone,
I agree.
know when to exit favorably. Everywhere you have gone, there has been no success. When you were at the Ministry of Education,
No
it was one of
success.
the worst the Ministry of Education was. When you were down made by Science, Energy and Technology, it was one of the worst science, and she does not have a track record of excellence.
Lord have mercy.
But because money sweeten and greed sweeten and power sweeten, rather than stepping aside for greater young talents to come. But again, the Jamaica Labour Party don't have any great talents.
Who else would be the finance minister? And it's sad to think that there's
The
no.
Jamaica Labour Party does not have great talents. When you think about competent leaders, leaders that can steer Jamaica, out of Alfred Dawes and Christopher, who would have been a better health minister?
Think about that. It's a
Out
clear.
of Alfred Dawes and
Alfred
Christopher,
Dawes.
who would you have trusted more to be your health
Alfred
minister?
Dawes.
Out of Damian Crawford
Come on, bro. Stop.
and Dana Morris Dixon, who would you have?
No disrespect to Dana Morris Dixon, but fam, there's levels, fam. Sorry. This is not no male and female thing. There is levels. I am sorry. There is levels. There is levels, bro. Damon Crawford against anybody in terms of the Minister of Education, there's just levels, bro. Pick anybody in the labor rights side. Anybody down to Andrew. There's levels. Nobody now see him, bro. Nobody now see him. I tell you that.
Trusted to be your education minister.
Come on,
Out
man.
of Damien and Dora,
Come
which
on,
one you would
come
have
on.
asked to be your education?
That shouldn't even be a question.
Out of national security, out of Fitz Jackson and Horace Chang, who would you believe?
Brother, Horace Chang don't have. Horace Chang can't fly to America? That's the only question I need to ask. And you talk about security minister. Brother, anybody can be a better security minister than Horace Chang, bro. As long as they can fly to America. As long as there is no question around him thing. You talk about not finance minister, you talk about security minister, minister of security. See, I did it again, I said the wrong word. Happens. Right?
Would have been an effective security minister. Out of Fitz Jackson and Sleepy Chang, many of you would see a reduction in crime, but you would not be seeing so much extrajudicial killings under Fitz Jackson's leadership.
No, Fitz Jackson, if you look at his track record, you know, in Portmore, you know, I mean, the man is instrumental. Like, say what you want to say, man, but Portmore, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I mean, Fitz Jackson would definitely be doing well, bro, in that ministry. You know what? I would like Fitz Jackson to have a role in regulating the banks and how they charge us for everything. That's his pet peeve. That's what I would love to see him get done. And man, Jamaica, yo, we really dropped the ball on September 3rd. You know how much things the PMP was looking to do to defend the people of this country and our rights, and so we can make more money and be really prosperous for real. I'm like, Fitz Jackson should be, bro. Fitz Jackson should be on the winning team. Isaac Buchanan should be on the winning team. Marky G should be on the winning team. Wanna drop a ball, bro. Wanna drop a ball, bro.
Out of agriculture, out of Damien, out of Dayton, or Floyd Green, who would have been a better agriculture minister? Under Dayton's watch, I don't believe all of those fertilizer would not go missing. The fertilizers would have gone in the hands of the farmers.
Me not ask Christ, me even talk about the fertilizer. Brother, Dr. Dayton Campbell would have been creating millionaires in the farming sector. Me not, especially with Marky G, because one of the plans them with the man them have is for, you see the thing with the marijuana now where you see Mark Gollins a forward thinker, look how the marijuana thing a open up. If I did Marky G, marijuana, the marijuana thing would have done a deal with, bro. Minus Hurricane Melissa, the marijuana thing would have done a deal with. To free up the marijuana thing in Jamaica. See US there? You don't see the article, you don't hear about it. What Trump a deal with? Eh? More decriminalization of marijuana. You don't hear? Medical marijuana would have been the top ball game, bro. There's a high demand that come out. So the PMP them did forward thinking in that as well. To make the farmer them gain wealth from that. Oh God, man. Dr. Nathan Campbell with Mark Golden leadership. Oh, farming, oh gosh, man. What?
Yeah.
Oh God, man.
Out of Natalie Neat and Desmond McKenzie, Ministry of Labour.
Brother, angel versus demon that, and we pick the angel. Nothing left to say. Nothing left to say. We pick the angel, and we left the demon.
Social Security. Who
that?
The Ministry of something there. Out of Blackboard. And the local government and committee development. Who you would have trusted? Natalie.
Of course.
Youth and Justice. Out of Isaac Buchanan. And then we're over there. Who would have been a...
Brother, nobody can stand up in front of Isaac Buchanan. I'm sorry. Just not happening. It's not happening, bro. It's not happening.
A very effective justice minister.
It's not happening.
Out of Isaac versus...
It's not happening.
Out of Isaac and Delroy. You say the sex offenders registry and make copy.
Of course.
So when you think about it, Jamaica, out of Angela Brownberg.
Oh gosh, man.
Who them have over there? Out of Dana Scott Matley and Amina Johnson Smith. Who would have been an effective foreign minister?
Dana Scott Matley, class personified.
Kadina do is coming like a dolly, you know, don't have an anxious. And she does a twitch. Twitch,
catch, pitch, patch. Never mind. Forget I said that, ladies and gentlemen.
Just a twitch and a itch and a
Pitch, patch, pitch, catch.
Yes, Jamaica. So I am asking you.
Yes.
Out of Juliet Holness and Floyd Morris, who would have been a more effective Speaker of the House?
Brother, anybody better than Juliet Holness, brother? All Warmington. Yo, all Warmington could I use it? Warmington have knowledge of the rules, you know, of the house, you know. Good knowledge too, you know. Would he probably manipulate someone, you know, yeah? Because he's a labor right? Yeah, but he would have better than Juliet. He would have forced more of the PMP them, and that's one knock where going up on the PMP, remember them. They need to know the standing orders. Because the JLP are used against them. Speaker of the House are used against them. And you shut up about point of order. Member Warmington. She's not supposed to call her name, you know. Because I learned them something, you know. She's not supposed to call her name. Member Warmington. A point of order. No, me no say Speaker of the House can't call a point of order. Me I say, hold on. Juliet went out of character. Wow.
Out of Philip Palwell and Daryl Bars. Well, not much difference really there because Philip did mess up a good, but at least Philip would have at least do a better job than Daryl.
No, Andre. I take your point. But in all fairness, it's not even close. Between Philip Palwell and Daryl Vaz, it's not even close, bro. In terms of performance and dealing with the energy ministry, it's not even close. Yeah, we understand. Me understand exactly what you're talking about and say what you say a while ago. But in terms of performance, not even close. I'm sorry, it's just the truth. It's not close. It's not close.
Out of Julian and Fairval. Let me get to the matter now. Out of Julian and Fairval. Out of Julian and Fairval tonight. Out of Julian and...
Yo, brother, you shouldn't About 3 questions Andre asking, shouldn't ask a while ago, you know, brother Julian better than everybody. With the over labor right side for finance, bro. Nobody not over there, brother. Nobody, not even Prime Minister, none of them. None of them. None of them. Julian Robinson showing class in our debate. You remember? You remember how Julian run out on them wicked with the gauntlet? The man come out there like, I'm not even super. I don't even know what to call him right now. When you ever see Superman Unleash, when he not worry about breaking the earth in two with him force, and he give you everything they got, I saw Julian Robinson run out in our debate. Unfiltered Superman. He was an unfiltered Superman. Yeah.
Favor. It certainly could not be. Jamaica, look at how Jamaica missed an opportunity for a government.
May I tell you?
Out of Andrew and Mark. We're talking about integrity, honesty, truth, and great representation.
Yes.
The opposition got members would have made a better cabinet. True. Well learned, well seasoned, well organized. Even Omar Newell. Omar Newell is doing so well in the parliament. When you look at Nikisha Bertrand doing so well in the parliament.
Man. Oh God.
Nikisha versus Babsy. All Babsy do is kiss people, nothing more. And keep dance and take off tactics after the dance and go behind with our friend them. And collect after. Tourism. What do you think about cool people like Lawton Cousins and Zunika Jess? Chris Brown.
That's true, man.
Andrea Perkins, Heather Miller.
Janice Allen.
You all missed an opportunity.
Yeah.
To one, get the 500,000. You know now. Let me tell you something. If the hurricane happened under Mark Gordon, I know by now
talk about
people
it.
Will start be signing up to get them first 500,000 to get them land back.
Of course. Listen.
Now you have to have TRN and ID and needs and this and that and
no, let me tell you something. And I'm going to be very, very clear about this. I'm going to take it a step further than Andre. First of all, the plan that the PMP had in their manifesto, the manifesto built with love. The titles, people have already had the titles for their land, a lot of them, before Hurricane Melissa. That's the first thing. Whoever never got those titles, it would have continued. Because guess what? The assessments would have already been made. Because Mr. Lawton Cousins would have had that responsibility. He was the man. All he spoke about was land titles, getting back these people their land. It was going to be one of the biggest transfer of wealth to the people in the history of Jamaica. The people getting their title for their land would have been one of the biggest transfer of wealth to the people of Jamaica. The poorest of people then. Mark Golding wouldn't send bulldozer to lick down people's house and run people off a land that got scammed. No, Mark Golding would not have done that. Mark Golding would give people notice that if they come off a land where they did from 36, 40, how much years? He wouldn't do that, especially knowing the contract and the situation as to why the people them get the land in the first place. It was Michael Manley or Norman Manley, Michael Norman Manley, right? No, he wouldn't have. So the people would have already have the land. Enough of them would have already have the title already, ladies and gentlemen. Because you know the PMP was gonna go off the ground running. What you say? How much house? How much thousands of house then say them a bill? You think the house gonna start bill already? What they talking about? As a matter of fact, let me retract that. At least the assessments would have been done, because the budget had already gone, and they would have to wait for April to roll out certain things. They did say that. But things like your child at school, the government paying for them. But things like the first in the family would have been immediate. But at least the assessments would have been done, ladies and gentlemen, in preparation for the rollout in giving people their land titles. So I think they would have been prepared in a good capacity, even if the storm had come. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take it a step further. I believe if Mark Golding had won the election, maybe the disaster wouldn't have come. And it's not because Mark Golding winning, in my opinion, would have been in God's agenda. And the church, the true and living church, would have gotten more support from a Mark Golding. A Mark Golding-led administration. Yeah, Mr. Mark Stewart he told him, he said, yo, listen, that plan for the church? Hey, man, I'm taking advantage of that from the government, you heard? Believe, because we do a lot of charity work. Take care of a lot of people. So those funds that they were going to allocate for the church, because of those community projects that they do, man, bro, yo, we missed the ball, bro. We really missed the ball, bro. Man, we missed the ball, bro. I'm sorry, man. We missed the ball, bro. We missed the ball, bro. What? Jamaica? Y'all messed up.
People of Jamaica.
Y'all messed up.
I hope you wake up and smell the coffee too.
Man, what?
Jamaica lost. The JLP game. But Jamaica lost.
Plain and simple. Yeah, because them talking about choose Jamaica. Yo, we lost. We lost miserably as a country. And that's facts. But we want to talk about the we want to talk about this.
Very good job. And when they announce Andre Senior, or you get the advertisement from Andre, they continue to do great business. Also remember to get the thing for your hair from Goldilocks. You see how my hair come together. I just the front part, I just need to get thick and make it work properly so we can add some more hair and sort out myself. Because some of my locks them, the ear had gotten too thin and they had come up, but I want to get back my ear Jamaica. I want to get back my ear. Through my ear the welcome and the understanding come. So support. The mayor of Montego Bay,
yes, talk about it, because it's serious.
Came out talking about the stop laugh off. You know, something like when I talk to you, I just always laugh off and never repeat. I am very honest and open about all of my life. I think that is what draws you out to me. But when I tell you some things, I just laugh at it. Sometimes when you can be sensitive in Jamaica.
You alright?
Sometimes when you can be sensitive. And not everything I like when I laugh.
Wow. Sure. No, I didn't see it, you know. Mighty God. You never tell no mommy. You just remember. This look fittable still. People so I go on. New tailored pants, you know. I turn big man, you know. We start wearing more tailored pants. This look fittable still. I'm like the back pocket. Yes. Now, mommy, we'll talk. Never mind. Go on your bed.
Me not like it. And it make me cry. Any of my students, let us continue. Hear them there, Montego Bay crying out, they're not Bolo, the Ratatouille city. Listen to me.
A waste conundrum. That's how Mayor of Montego Bay, Richard Vernon, is describing the garbage collection woes across St. James. Alia Brandt has our story.
Mayor of Montego Bay, Richard Vernon, says waste management is in need of a radical shift as the situation worsens.
This municipality produces approximately 600,000 to 1 million pounds of garbage daily, which will need upwards of 50 trips per day to cover the space. And the units that we have are doing 2 trips. 9 units, 10 units, undertake 2 trips per day. That's 20. We're not even doing half of what is required.
Despite increased garbage collection by the Western Parks and Markets Department and the National Solid Waste Management Authority in the region, one councillor says the agency fails to admit they're under-resourced.
The talk 2 months ago that they're going to be getting some units from Trelawney or Sav, and if you go Sav, the rubbish pile up down the same way, and if you go Trelawney, the rubbish pile up the same way. So how Trelawney is going to be sending them units to Montego Bay when them is in need of unit? Normally, they look to the bigger parishes for assistance. So Montego Bay would have been looking to Kingston. I was tempted to come here to ask for the resignation as shake up at National Solid Waste Management Authority.
This has led some residents to...
So, it appears that there's a blame game going on here, ladies and gentlemen, between the government and the Solid Waste Authority. I need to find out who actually is responsible for what.
Sav, and if you go Sav, the rubbish pile up down the same way, and if you go Trelawney, the rubbish pile up the same way. So how Trelawney is going to be sending them unit to Montego Bay when them is in need of unit? Normally, they look to the bigger parishes for assistance. So Montego Bay would have been looking to Kingston. I was tempted to come here to ask for the resignation as shake up at National Solid Waste Management Authority.
This has led some residents to improperly dispose of their waste.
Because they don't get any collection in car gardens. They have taken their waste up to Norwood. And the person said when they got up to Norwood, what they stop there? Yes. I got a voice message on my phone yesterday to say the Providence site is not clean up, they're going to take it down to the road. Because they believe that the elegant corridor will be cleaned up.
In light of this, Mayor Vernon made this suggestion.
Perhaps garbage collection needs to be privatized, and WPM and NSWME focuses on composting, waste separation, recycling, sweeping, cleansing the space, and allow the tenders to go out and persons take on the different sections.
Earlier, Bryant.
Privatized. He wants to privatize garbage collection. Very interesting. This is the same person talking about a smart city. Let me get where Andrea go with this, because I know I never listen to one thing. Hold on there.
Give the mayor a scolding tonight.
Yeah, what do you really have to say about this? Because the privatize something that bother me.
Privatize garbage collection.
Hear that.
Mayor Vernon, why garbage collection was privatized? So your big friends in Montego Bay can get the contracts.
Oh!
Why you never talk about organizing NSWMA to be more efficient?
You sly devil. Mayor, is that what you're doing, Mayor? Another way for government contracts and procurement to be utilized, because procurement seems to be a tool of skullduggery for the Jamaica Labour Party, you know. These procurement of government contracts. Yeah, it appears to be. I mean, all these Integrity Commission reports, you know, market means and all. There's a lot of that is highlighted, some procurement issues. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed.
When you see Charles Sinclair talking like this, Audley Gordon is incompetent.
Who?
Audley Gordon has made NSWMA. He's feeding tree. And on a Montego Bay alone, look so. Go to Trelawney, go to Westmoreland, go to Hanover, even come to Kingston, go to Portmore. Every everywhere across Jamaica. Remember I told you when they were boasting that they get 100 new trucks. 100 new trucks cannot sort out the garbage disposal issues in Jamaica.
They need at least they need at least 1,000 new trucks. The way I see garbage are piled up in Jamaica, yeah, they need at least 1,000 new trucks. They need to procure at least 500 quick. Yeah, the man say a 1 million pound of garbage. 600,000 to 1 million pound of garbage is collected in Montego Bay alone. Must be a big still, man, I lie. Must be have a city that must be have crazy amount of residents. Crazy amount of land areas to go to, and so you know what I mean?
But the other part that they are not telling you about, when you privatize garbage disposal, how much will the government pay these contractors? Because the government not paying a lot of these private contractors. That is why you have such a significant pile up of the garbage. That is why you have such a significant pile up of the garbage. Because Desmond through Audley Garden has not. And call and say anything you want to say about Joan Gardner Webley tonight. Say anything or everything you want to say about Joan Gardner Webley tonight. Joan Gardner Webley is the epitome of efficiency. When Joan Gardner Webley was running NSWMA, you see at Christmas like now, the city, the country was a clean country. The country Jamaica was a very clean country. Talk you want, talk about her. But one thing you must admit, Jamaica, Joan Gardner Webley was the epitome of efficiency. So don't come and talk about you need to privatize. Vernon, privatize or not, you were not cleaning Montego Bay. Privatize or not, you made Montego Bay under your watch.
True.
Vernon, under your watch, Montego Bay become a ratatouille city.
Facts. That's facts.
Under your watch,
that is
Montego Bay become a filth.
That is facts.
Under your watch, what rats and leptospirosis took over.
Yeah.
And all you want to do is model. Ishmael finding picture make a fixing business. All him want to do Jamaica. The rat them big like some ratted puss and mangoes.
True. It's a damn disgrace. It's a damn disgrace, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, come here, wonder what they go on, you know. See General there.
Sure. Good evening.
Welcome to the Titans.
Yes.
This is the Titan.
Yes.
Keep it real and honest.
Fix them like that. Now, come up here.
Yes. You that. Go down, come back.
Because they want to have some technical difficulties.
Yo. No.
Something going.
Garbage collection, non-existent.
See it there? I see everything man them a talk about. The garbage collection thing in Jamaica a joke thing, brother. I tell you, even I hear where me there, me I wonder what going. Normally, it never did so bad, but it before the storm, it was getting bad. And you see, after the storm, it only get worse. True. The dog, them have a field day with the garbage pan them, because you have a certain street and you know the garbage have 4 and 5 different pan, and no matter how you tie up the pan them, the dog them a jump up the brother and them a tear up you sitting them and the place nasty, man. So you know say rat and them something there. Yo, all when you listen, let me tell you, the other day I did live and I say, yo, I see one mice are coming from under the door from outside. Granted, see the door, yeah? And this is the space there. So I say, oh, because I know nothing there in the house. Out the door you are coming from. Because I not tolerate nothing like that in my place. A white tire, you know, so anything move, we can see anything where I move. And the place big. The place chuck up. Place big, right? So I said, oh, This is where you come from, come and rush me now. Somebody I go say, one little labor I come on the TikTok and I say, oh, how you way and I criticize I have rat in your house and I say, oh nah eat that oh no sense man. We live in our community. If garbage is not being collected properly, you not expect your rat them to come from where them a come from. Rat na office stay in people house. You know? Rat have out a door if you go live in a junkyard, all type of place so they can hide and go underground and them something there. So I was confused. I was like, them things said when I said something like, bro, the garbage pile up I contribute to the rat them and the rat them I get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Them has pestilence. Straight like that. So you have to try to keep your water as clean as possible. Any little droplings on the ground. Right? Them are forward and them are look. And I right to know nothing more than to live in our house. once it unoccupied, oh you say, remember you know, people them have other things they hunt rat, you know. So not more than the rat, them would have love to live in our house and then sheltered for the things them we hunt them. You feel them I deal with? Remember I say a cat can't find them in a certain space. You feel them I say? But anyway, the garbage thing is a serious problem.
Infrastructure not maintained. Yeah. They don't even know the
catastrophe on auditors. You can multiply purchasing power, right? As it relates to entrepreneurs, 2016 in governance, and now, you understand, you are paid much higher. And not only that,
this one here,
electric people that is going to produce,
this one
going to ensure that we bring to this country.
The Titans them play same video we play today. The Titans them play the same video we play today. At this one I talked about earlier today for my life, you know. Let me hear what them I say.
The big energy companies that can put the money in here to build the plants to give you cheaper and better electricity. Not my word. So I didn't say that my word. And by the way, him said, you know, him have built that in the old infrastructure that change because him have begin to build bigger plants. Right? Same thing as that. So this is what I'm saying, right? He made those campaign promises that he didn't do it. Right? No, he hasn't fulfilled.
None of them.
He go there in saying that he doesn't make promise, right? He made
commitment. Yeah.
Well, guess what? He had failed. Because he had not committed to that. People are now suffering from high electricity bill. We are not talking about Belisai.
No.
You understand? We are talking about after he went into power. So he campaigned on that 2015, my Jamaican. And 2017, when he got in power, the very same thing that he promised that, okay, he's going to bring down the cost of electricity. And owners make sure that the cost of electricity increase. And what he had done, not only that he had done, he had go to the extent in terms of the protection of the children of 50 kilowatt that the People's National Party are protecting us, right, as it relates to that sort of protection.
GCT.
And owners removed it. Removed it.
I spoke about this too, it's true, and they make me know about it. I see them Titans, they make me know about it. The GCT, where all the shop put back, where Mama P removed in 2012, and put it back in 2017 March. It was June 5th, 2012, Mama P removed it. And when JLP coming up power, then put back the general consumption tax, March 17th, 2017. No, sometime in March. I'm going to look up the date.
So then, how is he looking out for the Jamaican people who look out for him and make sure they voted for him? So then, ask yourself the question for all the people who voted for Andrew. How you voted for Andrew Owen?
March 11, 2017. That's the exact date. March 11, 2017. June 5th, 2012, Mama P take it out. And March 11, 2017, JLP put 16.5% GCT up. Yeah.
So bring down your electricity bill. And Andrew Owen make sure, say, one, them rise the cost of electricity. Number two, remove the protection from you. You understand, as it relates to 350 kilowatt, brought it down to 150 you know what, and now totally move everything. And remember, he came out again in Parliament and openly tricked people that he's going to reduce the GCT, right, to 15 from 15%, right, to 7%, right? And then guess what? Here it is that JPS, no, you understand, they're putting me back that 7%. You understand? They, of course, that will pass. Knew about full government. Right? The entire government knew about. Yeah. That is, like, we all have to aware that entrepreneurs have no care, right, for to make a people, apart from elites, himself, and his family. Those are the people that entrepreneurs care about. And you people, you are seeing the evidence. You understand? A lonesome, a mistake, a melting pot. Don't have to even come out and even tell you. You are feeling it. You understand? You are struggling to feel the eye relationship debate. But you must ask yourself the question. What you need to know in terms of the people involved with bias. Ask yourself the question. What was my light bill, right, as it relates to 2012 to 2016? You understand? And make the comparison as it relates to entrepreneurs 2016 in governance and now. You understand? You are paid much
way more.
And not only that, right? Remember that it was in Portia Simpson's time was 23 cents per kilowatt. What is it now today? 45 cents.
My God.
More than, look, double up.
100% raise.
So how does this government care? How does this government care? You must look into the mirror and ask yourself, right? That in Portia Simpson's time, when the minimum wage, right, was $6,000. How much of basic food items that you could purchase with $6,000? Right? Make a comparison now that the minimum wage is $15,000. You understand? How much items, as it relates to the same items, how much of those items that you
can actually buy?
You understand? So we don't have to come out and, try to, right, say we are doing the research and give you the facts. You're living through the time and you are feeling it. It's just that some of the people who are voting for Andrew Honest, you understand? Trust me, that is just a wonderful business. You understand? And guess what? You have no participation in terms of, your input to develop the nation and make a better nation. It's all about your belly. It's all about yourself. You understand? So you make sure that, okay, all right, you satisfy physical belly food, and you definitely, you understand, kill an entire generation. You understand? Because it's time for their success. Right? So it's shame on you. Because guess what? You're disappointing your generation. Right? And I leave them.
All right, so I'm going to start now and do from this. So I'm going to hear Andrew telling all the country are going, and because of him, with him, liar self. So we have fact check you right now, Andrew. I'm going to put up that one now. Because Andrew said, in them control the economy in a better. Yeah. Andrew, yes. Andrew come say, he control the economy. And he might tell you, Mr. One over that person.
And the pinnacle of the legislature.
Continue. They say no borrowing, you know.
They voted for it. So they bring down the care. That's much.
Andrew tell himself, oh, you see good borrowing and we take this. Come play those and I say this.
We control our borrowing, reducing the debt to GDP.
We control our borrowing. Lie. But by the way, I want you listen good borrowing and back. You hear Andrew tell you, can remember even the election the other day, he say no borrowing, you know. You hear him tell you say in the past pandemic, he borrow money, but he borrow it at a lower rate. He tell you say this can be a lie telling you. Be a lie them telling you. Just listen. You must say them control borrowing when I'm on a piece from 2013. Hear this.
GDP ratio ensured that when we really needed to borrow, we could get access to funding.
When we really needed to borrow, we could get access. You have a mama people have access to funding. Can be done with it. From 2029, 2009 to 2011, them done with it. You couldn't get nothing to borrow by that. Apart. Continue.
But more than that, we could get access to funding at the best rates because we established our
Yeah, when I tell people that it's bullshit. Continue.
as good managers of resources.
As good managers. They move back to IMF. How much of the place?
Good manager.
Lower risk. The second thing we did is that we had a scheme of preparing for disasters. And essentially, it's a straightforward scheme. There are two kinds of disasters that will happen. You have high frequency, low intensity events. You can expect that every year we're going to have a rainy season. Every year there's going to be flooding. We may be impacted up to the level of...
Andrew, you know every year that's why they go and they drain them, they're clean.
Thank you very much.
Eh? And still making attack these things and not shut him up with it in a real time. Can't you say no now?
That means in spitefully not cleaning these things, brother, I'm destroying the place. Willfully. If just say it was I'm out in the people, not our word. Continue.
About tropical storm, we prepare for that. Every year we know we're going to have drought.
You know, but you're not prepared. We never swear you say you're never prepared. Make you want that.
You're not prepared.
And so we have to provide for that. And how do we provide for that? Well, for the first time in decades, we established and funded the National Disaster Fund. So every year we set aside.
So people, you must have a National Disaster Fund. Michael Mann come with AFPEM from June.
Yo, I swear the government they do things back way and then they slide to the left. They do things back way and slide to the left. And then they slide to the right and then they crisscross and I go back way again. So you're telling me that you have a fund that you put aside money for when the disaster come and damage a place bad. But you don't have a fund where you fund the cleaning up of the drain them every 3 months to mitigate the level of disaster that might take a particular area based off of flooding. The money are on drugs. You know what the man say? The man said the way how they prepare for these weather things is them have a fund set aside for when the disaster lick. So basically them play Russian roulette, you know. There's no preventative measures to mitigate the level of disaster, you know. Let us hope that the disaster is not that bad and we have the money, we can anyway pop, it pop. We have put the money aside, man. If you can't manage anyway, pop, it pop. How about the money go and pile up? Right? If you have a big rainy day and you use other money, dedicate the next fund. May I tell you, hey Patrick, oh gosh, man. Have a fund in place to clean the drains, then, brother. Drain cleaning is essential. And it's going to offer jobs for people that need the work. Yes, our companies that need the work. We need continuous drain cleaning. It is a very meticulous job to clean the drain them. It needs its own attention. Look on Sandy Gully. People, if Hurricane Melissa did think about say they want to really go through Kingston and St. Andrew. Oh God. And now people down a ball bow off and then things and then barrel. Everything will down come through Kingston. No come through Mobile. Everything will down come through Kingston. If Kingston never get damaged. That's our next thing.
1980 after 79 flood. Adapt it too. So them get funding, you look for everything like how America are. But America and everything they are over there. What the man name of America there? When them have them storm and them thing. Wait name again? I don't remember the name right now. The name people. Right. We just ask them, yes. So it deal with over it name FEMA. Yeah, we have AFPEM. See the word like FEMA. Same way people. So must have we set aside funding. Michael Mann do that from June 1980. Yeah, continue.
For that. So in effect, you can say you put aside savings.
Yeah, not tell you like the savings. Remember we have a whole agency we put up there for more long, much years. If you control the whole of this and get funding. If you do it. Continue. You see my double lump on some things and I'll tell you like though. Like him just come put in these things, eh? Continue.
Your economy is doing well, you can't save for disaster.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not telling people them, brother.
Exactly.
The economy, I do well, but look what money go borrow. This is the way I'm doing now. So I'll sing it now in the ears. Who look at I look like an industry. Continue. You see my double up on some things that I tell BLI do. Like an industry between these things, eh? Continue.
If your economy isn't doing well, you can't save for disaster.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not telling people them, brother. The economy, I do well, but look what money go borrow. This is the way I'm doing now. So I'll sing it now in the ears. Who look and say, yes, the economy I do well. But when I can't buy toothpaste to clean on the dirty teeth, now.
If your economy is not doing well, you cannot save for disaster. Yo, whose mans is this, bro? If your economy is doing well, your recovery time without getting loans from outside entities after Hurricane 5 storm would be less. If your economy was doing well, you would clean the drains. If your economy was doing well, you would not underspend on the capital budget to make sure that roads are you know, sorted out, whatever it is to be used for the infrastructure. If the economy was doing well, people's houses would be more hurricane proof for category 5. Even the ones that you built on the Edmund Ridge or whatever the place one name. Antonio, I doubt it, you know. I doubt he listens to what he says after he says it. I doubt it. Especially when stuff you say that is rooted in lies, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to keep up with lies. When you're speaking the truth, it's easy. Because it's just the truth, it doesn't change. You understand?
You can buy food. Money can buy. You have to buy that. You want to buy. You say that,
set aside savings out of our revenues. The second thing we did is that we set aside a contingency, and we have that contingency, which is where we have been spending from in the initial response to the hurricane.
You hear this now? Now what is the spending now? I'm not telling you.
$5 billion. Meaning we set aside for cash flow, savings and cash flow.
So who's got the cash flow where you spend for? Hold on. Here, let me ask you a question. If the economy is doing well, why is he drawing down $11 billion yearly from NHT?
Yo, that's one good question. Yo, there's so much things. Yo, I'm glad I listened to this. That's a damn good question. If the economy is doing so well, why is Andrew Jones' government still drawing the $11.4 billion from the NHT? I don't know, so them still take down the money there, right? It was in their budget. I don't know that, right? Yeah, man. PMP plan, if they had one, would end that in April. But how much? Well, obviously it's going to be continued because Melissa came. And then look at that. If that money was not used for that purpose, you know, that they're using it for, you know, which they don't have to because that law should have ended, that exercise should have ended a long time ago. They just continued it, right? It was a short-term exercise because of the situation at the time, right? Where the money was taken from the NHT. He could have ended it. As a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, Andrew Jones was opposed to them putting it in the consolidated fund at first. So it's very interesting now. They have continued and they have not decided to stop taking the money from the NHT. That money could have been used to help people to get back housing materials through NHT and them type of stuff there. There should have been something coming from the NHT to help people to build back their houses. And then the legal side of it, whatever ministry that is, get them title. That all of that should be happening simultaneously. The government should be happy to make the people of Jamaica home holders because they're not owners. King own everything. Then we would have to fix that after. My God, Jamaica have a real stumbling block in front of us. Wow.
NPR.
People, what we the economy is doing well. The economy is doing well. And you are drawing down $11 billion from NHT here, and the economy is doing well. It's just a piece of mess. You're lying. People are going into these things. That's why they can't the time to run here. But we want to like this, but and we are dissecting meanwhile the match at the same time in a real time. Continue.
We target that to low intensity, high frequency events. But then there are some events that are high intensity, low frequency. And for that, we use insurance, like the CRIF, the Caribbean Insurance Fund, that is it. And
for me, answer the CRIF, what's the matter with the people team that down?
I'm not going to tell you that. In my opinion, the way him said the CRIF a while ago is like him undermine the CRIF. True. I saw you make it sound.
Oh, master them inside the government. No. But let's see what I said. He's not a lie when telling the people them. God didn't get anything from the CRIF last year. Where them got money from last year?
They never made mention of that.
Yeah,
whether they get it or not, they never made mention of it.
Yeah, they got some money from the CRIF as it relates to Berry. So why not mention this? He must say him. What no. These things whether can mention the CRIF, you know? And not in bringing the CRIF, you know, they don't want to come in a matter of fact.
You're absolutely right, Patrick. This is the PR government. If you follow Andrew Honest, all is well in Jamaica, man. We have managed the situation well. You know, people are getting back on their feet. When they look at the news, I'm on a ball because they're living in care. And it is just a microcosm of the bigger picture. Our man cry because our son underwater and the police, they never come in time. When she made the call, immediately the same day, it take them 1 month for each her. But everything is okay. People are traumatized. People are going through it. But everything is okay. That's what they do. They go on the media and spread false narratives and give fake impressions and spread disinformation and misinformation. And then talking about they are fighting disinformation and misinformation. The hypocrisy.
Nancy mama, big mama, they don't know. Then I go like, Anto, like the clerk, him a bitch on the way. Then they have the CRIF. But then I'm do the same thing, they just duplicate it. I duplicate it, brother. That's an insurance, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Duplicate it.
Simple.
You understand? Even if you get the criminal money, can the CRIF give me now 90 million, brother?
Yeah.
90 million US.
I get 90 million. I think 94 million them get from the CRIF. I get 150.
So all they want to make the CRIF look like say minor. The CRIF got you $90+ million US. And this catastrophic bad gave you 150. I don't like say a $300 million a year or 500 million US. Yo, bro, man.
Good. All right. Yeah, pa.
Yeah, so that almost total 250 million US between the CRIF,
yeah.
And the cat band and the extra 20 million with them get.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are asked the question, yeah. But all of them money there disappeared because we don't see no work. I don't put the money there yet, you know. And just pay gas in and talking and come from the administration. It's confusion out there right now because the money come in, yeah, and not done. Them go draw down $6.7 billion, and we know that's supposed to be under the agreement of a hurricane relief package to build back the country. But we see this guy come and I do a thing named commercial marketing, where him want to spend the money now and it's a commercial loan him go get. Yeah, we hear matter about Burnham Field returning to airport, reopening back sugar factory in a Lionel Town, and then money gone to JPS from it. And I know IMF, now World Bank, now the IDB bank never telling us about investment in your country in terms of commercial investment or development. It's a relief package, but you see where the money head towards now with some business consortium and get mentioned while the people also they get neglected. Yeah, the people like neglect while a business model this guy come, roll out now in a society and make a big poly bakula baloo, go new airport, rework the back sugar factory. And now the JPS controversy, when you pay like them and tell upon the money. So you know, anyway you say pumpers. Anyway you say pumpers.
Yeah. So we come knocking back at that, they are pumpers. But we come knock after one of them lies. Because this way, brother, you say the quick, but it doesn't well. You must have no one going to tell you, you say, we are responsible and running country. So when
he's not responsible for nothing. He's not responsible for nothing because all of these things were drafted and put in place by the People's National Party. Because the People's National Party is a party with the vision, and the People's National Party must be looked at as visioneer. So when big nasty thinking mama talk about Nigel Clark a visioneer. Visioneer to what? Visioneer to get money. Suspicious money. Every time election time come around, you see some suspicious money fly going in my account. And in my class, that's charity. Eh? That's a Nigel Clark visioneer mission where him have an email tell lie to. You can't back up this guy and the SSL scandal. And come tell us that now leave the stone and turn and the FBI and come with his lie.
Yo, one thing, you know, I don't want to start off melting pot, you know. When melting pot start burning fire, you hard for cool general, you know. Yeah, man, cause right now, dog, I go in, you know. Yo, dog, I go in, your friend, yo. But, I want to hear what Andrew says, so. Alright.
And the undisputed thing of blind in the world. And I ain't back the floor.
Okay. Really high intensity, low frequency events in the catastrophe part. So you see how we have structured our financing. We have, in other words,
some say the Criff and the Captain and the Delavan, and you see, so we have structured. Me tell the same claim everything, brother.
Yeah, him not give the PMP no credit. Delavan no go on. Him not give the PMP no credit. He make it appear as if it's the JLP doing all of this. And it's a lie. It's a bold-faced lie, bro. You can't even put it any other way. It's just a lie. It's not to you. You never say, you not invite the PMP and say, yeah man, it's we, the PMP and the JLP that structured this first, CRIF from the PMP, and now we, the catastrophic band. Together it has amalgamated, or it has combined almost $250 million US. That is going to be used for the recovery strategy. And the recovery works or whatever. Man, yo, this dude is something else, man. I'm sorry, bro.
You hear him?
we have crafted our economy.
I don't craft that. The economy.
Lies.
Risk of climate damage. Nobody gives credit to the government for that.
See, I didn't say for give credit.
Nobody gives credit. Yo, Mr. Wayne Lonesome on point. You can't even tell a lie. You're not exaggerate right now. The man literally had to credit for all of it. But should we be surprised, Andrew? Why you so thief? Why y'all are thief people credit, bro? Y'all are thief people have credit like say you and the government doesn't get any credit for this. Why should you get credit for CRIF? Yeah, Balbo not getting credit. Why not giving credit to the people that were supposed to get the credit? That's crazy. You're playing victim while victimizing people. You special, bro. God, man, this...
It's something when no craft. So much about the thing when my people in, yeah? And then the CRIF. And then him same craft did it. And you know give them credit.
But it has served us through all the tropical storms,
Yeah.
through all the floods, through all the droughts. We didn't have to borrow a cent, and it served
The answer him didn't have a borrow a cent. And it served.
us well during
Where is now?
COVID. During COVID, we went through our contingencies, we went through our disaster fund, but we ended up having to borrow. But we were...
So,
No.
and then him same craft did it. And you know give them credit.
But it has served us.
No. I'm going to go for the page. I'm going to go for Andrew page. No, Andrew. Yo, the man special. Andrew special. Let me see if I this one there. Mighty God.
This administration has focused heavily on resilience building. But resilience is not a word in the political vernacular. Governments get no credit for building resilience. Nobody goes to the polling station and say, I am going to vote for the government that put resilience in our fiscal arrangements. Nobody votes for the government that ensures that we put in place the financial arrangements to withstand climate shocks, to recover and recover better, build forward and build stronger. That's not a consideration. However, my firm belief is that after Beryl and then Melissa, more and more Jamaicans are beginning to pay attention to this conversation about the impacts of climate change and what struck Mississippi, New Orleans, the economy would be double digits as we must now become aware about the impact, the things that we vote for, because it is, we heard some terms used from.
So ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Ones winning third term. Isn't this Andrew Ones campaigning for the next election? Talking about what people vote for? I don't want to hear nothing from the Labrat them. All PMP vloggers, I want to come out strong and start campaigning from now for the next election that is going to be very close. You understand? Not even 2 years from now. Just say the Lord.
This podium, one of which would be the continuity of government or the continuity of business. For small island developing states, these weather events pose a real threat to the continuity of government. The hurricane and say, oh, it's wind and rain and it took off my roof. That's just a creation. The most important thing that we have done is to build resilience in the country's finance. Two kinds of disasters that will happen. You have high frequency storm. We prepare for that. Every year we know we're going to have droughts, and so we have to provide for that, for disasters. So we set aside savings out of our revenue cash flow. We target that to low intensity, high frequency events. But then there are some events that have structured our financing. We have, in our words, we have crafted our economy to incorporate the risk of climate damage. Nobody gives credit to the government for that. But it has served us through all the tropical storms, through all the floods, through all the droughts. We didn't have to borrow a cent. And it served us well during COVID. And during COVID, we went through our contingencies and we went through our disaster fund, but we ended up having to borrow. But we were able to get the kind of borrowing that was not stressful on our economy. Through our contingents, through all the floods,
yes,
through all the droughts,
yes,
we didn't have to borrow a cent,
yes,
and it served us well during COVID. And during COVID, we went through our contingencies and we went through our disaster fund, but we ended up having to borrow. But we were able to get the kind of borrowing that was not stressful on our economy. And so a part of the strategy of dealing with these disasters is to also have contingency borrowing, meaning that should a disaster occur, we get access rapidly to pre-arranged debt. You can't get access to that unless you have established that you are a good, well-managed economy. And through all...
Yo, brother. Yo, Patrick. Patrick. Patrick, you hear what the man said them didn't have to borrow? Oh. Oh. Oh my God. Hold on. Patrick, you hear the man say? Yo, oh. Seriously, life cut off a while ago, going up on Bolo and clips, you know. Anyway. Patrick, you hear the man a while ago? Yo, you may say people. I want to listen to Andrew Onis very carefully. The man is a walking contradiction. Yo, the man say one thing and then right after, the man say opposite of what he did say. And him do it with a straight face and him is like, yo, he wants skill. Listen to this.
The floods, through all the droughts, we didn't have to borrow a cent. And it served us well during COVID. And during COVID,
yes,
we went through our contingencies and we went through our disaster fund,
yes,
but we ended up having to borrow.
Where you say a while ago?
Through all the floods, through all the droughts, we didn't have to borrow a cent. And it served us well.
Not even a cent. They never have to borrow. And it served them well?
During COVID.
Yes.
And during COVID, we went through our contingencies and we went through our disaster fund, but we ended up having to borrow. But we were...
Yo. I have to hand it to you, Andrew. Yo, you're dangerous, you know? You're skilling, you know, brother. Yo, people, we have to listen to Andrew Onis carefully when they were talking, you know? Didn't the man just say we didn't have to borrow and we use it in COVID? Let me play it again. Hold on, let me play it again.
Able to, through all the floods, through all the droughts, we didn't have to borrow a cent, and it served us well during COVID. And during COVID,
yes,
we went through our contingencies and we went through our disaster fund, but we ended up having to borrow. But we were able to get the kind of borrowing that was not stressful on our economy.
So, because of the type of borrowing, you never call it borrowing. Oh.
And so a part of the strategy of dealing with these disasters is to also have contingency borrowing. Meaning that should a disaster occur, we get access rapidly to pre-arranged debt. You can't get access to that unless you have established that you are a good, well-managed economy. And so,
ladies and gentlemen, contingency borrowing different from borrowing? May I ask for your friend? Probably me don't know. Tell me in the comment section here. Yeah, man. This guy, contingency borrowing. Mighty God. I want to listen to Andrew Onis very carefully. The man is a walking contradiction. Yo, the man say one thing and then right after, the man say opposite of what he did say. And him do it with a straight face and him is like, yo, he wants skill. Listen to this.
the floods, through all the droughts, we didn't have to borrow a cent, and it served us well during COVID. And during COVID, we went through our contingencies and we went through our disaster fund, but we ended up having to borrow.
What you say all that?
Through all the floods, through all the droughts, we didn't have to borrow a cent, and it served us well.
Not even a cent. They never have to borrow, and it served them well
during COVID. And during COVID, we went through our contingencies and we went through our disaster fund, but we ended up having to borrow. But we were
Hey. So guys,
I want to listen to Andrew on this.
contingency borrowing is borrowing with conditions, and that only occurs if specific or uncertain future events happens, while general borrowing refers to standard activity, debt financing. So it's still borrowing. So why Andrew say them never had to borrow when they had to borrow? Very interesting. Let's continue. Soon done.
through all the tropical storms, all the floods, all the droughts, we didn't have to borrow a cent, and it served us.
The answer him didn't have a borrow cent. And it served.
Us well during
There is no,
COVID.
that's the
During COVID, we went through our contingencies and we went through our disaster fund, but we ended up having to borrow. But we were
So all you tell people say never borrow a cent, you know borrow no money to tell budget. No, all these things have took it for the borrow. About them and say no money to tell budget. Let me play back that again. You know what I'm borrow? If you tell the budget, you know I tell no borrow no cash, but now I say no borrow. You see, you say remember.
during COVID, we went through our contingencies and we went through our disaster fund, but we ended up having to borrow.
Oh. No, we're going to finish nothing on the part there, because the man said no matter nothing to 10 consecutive budget. Yes. Because guys, people can say so if he come now, then they say I'm shoot himself in the foot. He can shoot up in one sense. So it's like, oh, him said that. So that is followers. Guys, you understand that this man, you understand, is really, right, such a liar. He's a canarist. He's a scammer. Right, boy. I'm going to play it back again, make them hear it, When them sing, I'm going to play that 2-3 times, let them hear it, hear it again. All right. You're stressful, but you say never borrow nothing. You just put your election in about 10 consecutive steps. You know about 10. It's sure when I'm not no real, real nothing, borrow no money. And you can do all of this, I want the economy well. You don't borrow him.
Yo, the man make it look like say you can borrow in our position of strength. A person that is borrowing is not in a position of strength. Borrowing is a risk, but it's a risk taken and calculated, obviously. But you're not in a position of strength. You know why? The unthinkable can happen. Look at the situation with Melissa. If Melissa didn't come, Jamaica would be sitting pretty next year and paying and carrying down the debt to what, 160? And that was projected for 2028. No. We're gonna be deeper in debt now. But you need to stop it. This guy, I would love to hear an explanation. I would love to hear him answer this. This meme calling out the hypocrisy. It's conditional borrowing. Conditional borrowing is no different from borrowing. You borrow, bro. There's one difference, right? One difference, that there's a condition that has to happen, some event for that borrowing to happen. I mean, you borrow same way. You cannot look at it as a position of strength. The event that happened made you weak, so you had to borrow. It's not like you have these amazing choices in front of you. And the proof of that is the people crying out for help. If the government was prosperous, they would have fixed up everybody's house already. Or at least forget about assessments. Assessments would have been done. With all the help of Jamaica get, man, what? First of all, they would have the teams to go out and do the assessments quickly. The first 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks after burial, assessment should have been over. The next 2 weeks to a month after that, 2 months, yeah man, 100%. Everybody's supposed to take care of. If we were a prosperous country, if we were managing our economy well and growing our economy.
So I'm coming and saying, Baba, no. It's just money for the door to Baba in. I did not say.
Bro, I'm a
And so a part of the strategy of dealing
kind of low, so I'm going to play it from you.
So we have put in all of these measures to ensure that if we were hit by the worst event, and by the way, Hurricane Melissa is one of the 3 strongest hurricanes to have impacted anywhere in the world. I believe the strongest would have been in the Pacific. Hurricane Melissa would be the 2nd strongest in the Atlantic. So it's in the top 3. So, there's a lot of discussion about the government's response and all the other issues that you hear. The fundamental is that Jamaica was struck by one of the strongest hurricane, causing some of the worst ever damage in Jamaica's history. And we are certain as to where the recovery and reconstruction will come from and how it will be funded. That is a massive achievement for a small island developing state. Jamaica was considered the case study of debt reduction. Now we are going to be considered the case study of reconstruction and resilience building after disaster. The most important thing that we have done is to build resilience in the country's financing. And how did we do this? One, we controlled our...
Yo, him skilling now. I have to give him that.
Case study of debt reduction in some of the worst ever damage in Jamaica's history. And we are certain as to where the recovery and reconstruction will come from and how it's in the top 3. So, there's a lot of discussion about the government's response and all the other issues that you hear. The fundamental is that Jamaica was struck by one of the strongest hurricane, causing some of the worst ever damage in Jamaica's history.
Yo, brother. Andrew Jonas need for no one to quit here, man. Bro, don't do this to yourself. The more you go back to your failure and not admitting the failure of the government, the more me not gonna stop playing that video. Me not gonna stop playing that clip from CNN. Yeah, man. We just say this up, I'm gonna put the 2 of them together in one video. Right now. If you stop it. Yeah, man, if you stop it, man.
During COVID. And during COVID, we went through all contingencies and we went through...
Yeah, man, if you stop it, man. Yeah, man, people may make you witness it. If you stop it, you know if you do it. more in do it, the more I go pull up that video. Because I'm tired of the foolishness. I'm just tired. I cannot deal with it. Man, if you stop, bro, I'm gonna find it. I'm not supposed to know a clip of me I talk about by now. Must know that the clip there by now. And from one day I find more damaging evidence upon him. You need to quit, bro. You need to calm down. You need to calm down.
Yeah, we went with the devastating impacts. And the reports that we have had so far would include damage to hospitals, significant damage to residential property, housing, and commercial property as well, and damage to our road infrastructure. But I think that, you know, we have mounted a very credible and strong preparation and recovery strategy, and that will help us to ensure that our citizens who may now be facing hardship, that they can have confidence that the government will be able to reach them immediately after the storm is passed.
Yeah.
Was struck by one of the strongest hurricane, causing some of the worst ever damage in Jamaica's history. And we are certain as to where the recovery and reconstruction will come from and how it will be funded. That is a massive achievement for a small island developing state. Jamaica was considered the case study. Pacific Hurricane Melissa would be the second strongest in the Atlantic, so it's in the top 3. So, you know, there's a lot of discussion about the government's response and all the other issues that you hear. The fundamental is
Man, this dude, bro, this dude. Yo, the man terrible enough. Yo, the man terrible enough, brother. Man, this dude is terrible, bro.
Pacific Hurricane Melissa would be the second strong impact.
So, you know, one thing elaborate now is I come out and I say the PMP needs to stop campaign. Well, I have witnessed Andrew's campaign in this particular video clippings right here 5 days ago when put on him TikTok. But listen to this.
Anywhere in the world. I believe the strongest would have been in the Pacific. Hurricane Melissa would be the second strongest in the Atlantic, so it's in the top 3. So, you know, there's a lot of discussion about the government's response and all the other issues that you hear. The fundamental is that Jamaica was struck by one of the strongest hurricane, causing some of the worst ever damage in Jamaica's history. And we are certain.
So, Andrew, you never did know say I one of the strongest in our history when I said this.
Road infrastructure. But I think that, you know, we have mounted a very credible and strong preparation and recovery strategy.
Really?
And that will help us to ensure that our citizens who may now be facing hardship, that they can have confidence that the government will be able to reach them immediately after the storm is passed.
Yeah, we went
to be facing hardship, that they can have confidence that the government will be able to reach them immediately after the storm is passed.
So Andrew, why sound like you make an excuse for why you guys were a failure?
Struck by
why you try to make an excuse here, sir?
All the other issues that you hear, the fundamental is that, you know, there's a lot of discussion about the government's response and all the other issues that you hear. The fundamental is that
the fundamental issue is that the first response that you guys should have responded to the people that could have saved people's lives. Some people died. There was an article in the paper of a man that died on his bicycle going to trying to get aid. The aid, I don't think the aid was even coming from the government. It was private people. So the man dead for thirst and dead for hunger on his bicycle, and that's a fact that's in the newspaper. I have that video on my page. And even if need, we go pull it up in the evidence because we're not talking about misinformation, we can pull it up. So your government lack of response cost people their lives, literally. And it also caused them extra trauma. And some of the people them that got, sick with leptospirosis, that is on your government as well. Where was the evacuation? United Cajun Navy official offered you guys to get help so they can just clear, so they can get the helicopters in and everything. What happened to that? You guys are a failure, an absolute failure in this response, and that's a fact. I won't let you get away with it. The amount of order. Anyway, Donald Sowa, him cause it because him stubborn against Almighty God leading your people. Oh, that's a fact. Jonas campaign in this particular film. Clippings right here, 5 days ago. And put on TikTok. But listen to this.
Anywhere in the world. I mean,
Man, so you know, one thing elaborate now is I come out and I say the PNP needs to stop campaign. Well, I have witnessed Jonas campaign in this particular scene. And him win. Can you imagine the man a campaign and him win? Mighty God. So you know, one thing elaborate now is I come out and I say the PNP needs to stop campaign. Well, I have witnessed Andrew. Yeah, in grandstand regular. Oh, you say here's people still cut off and nobody's attending to them. Brother, anything possible, brother? I'm not telling no like anything possible right now. Right? Like them wait for the people them if drop out or something, bro. You know what I deal with. What? God on time, and everything that's in the darkness will come to light. And you're going to see. So, you know, one thing elaborate now is I come out and I say the PNP needs to stop campaign. Well, I have witnessed Jonas campaign in this particular video. Clippings right here. So, you know, one thing. One thing elaborate now is I come out and I say the PNP needs to stop campaign. Well, I have witnessed Jonas campaign in this particular video. Clippings right here, 5 days ago. I put on the thing. Anyway, guys, thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for rocking the talk with me. I come go to my bed at 2:30. I come go to my bed. Peace and blessings to everybody, alright? It's your brother Bolo and I'm out. Thank y'all.